Hi everybody, thank you for joining us today. I'm your host Kevin Ekberg and you're watching Window on the World. We're joined today by Adam Faldas and Lydia Stepankova from the Czech Republic. Adam, Lydia, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you for inviting us.
Sure. So how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Let's start with an easy question. How old are you?
Well, I'm 21 years old.
Yeah, I'm 23.
Okay. And what part of the Czech Republic are you from?
We both are from Hradec Králové, which is a city 2 hours by train from Prague.
Okay.
You probably know just Prague, so yeah, it's not really far, but not close.
Could you say the name again?
Hradec Králové.
Yeah, that's no way.
It's hard to pronounce. Yeah.
So it's like a smaller town.
It's a town of like 100,000 people. So it's like not much bigger than Joplin.
Sure.
It's like twice. It's a nice city, actually. We have pretty nice historical center there. I like it.
Sure. Do you get to Prague a lot?
I do. I actually worked there for a while, and half of my family is from Prague, so I go there often. Like, I don't know, once in 2 weeks or something.
What'd you do?
I hang out with my family. We go around. I actually like to walk through the city center all the time because it's like really nice. Everything is old there, so.
Yeah.
There is always some things to see which I have never seen before, even if I go there like that often.
Oh, every time you see something new?
Yeah.
Sure. What about you?
Well, I actually don't visit Prague that often.
Mm-hmm.
I usually stay like in Hradec Králové, which is our hometown, or go to a city nearby, which is called Pardubice. It's like half an hour by car. And I used to actually go to high school there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I used to spend a lot of time there, and actually after high school, I still been like training there for a swimming team. So
okay,
yeah, I didn't have time to like wander around.
Right, do it from time to time.
Yeah.
Adam, you mentioned you worked in Prague.
Yeah.
Oh, what kind of job?
So I worked during my bachelor's. I worked for 3.5 years in an insurance company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the system is a bit different than here in the US. So we have like private companies and then public ones, and I worked in the private one.
Okay.
And it was a nice experience. I quit the job just before going to US, so I can enjoy everything here.
Yeah,
and
of course.
Then after, I'll see what happens.
So you mentioned you did your bachelor there.
Yes, I actually graduated last year.
Oh, okay.
And
congratulations.
Thank you. I'm working on my master's degree now.
Oh, okay.
So this is my. We have like 3 years on bachelor's, and then is it like that? 3 years, right? And then 2 years on master's.
Yeah.
And so I'm on the second semester. I'm finishing the first year of master's now.
Great.
So I'm finishing the school on 2026, hopefully.
Right. What about you?
Well, I'm in the second years of doing my bachelor's degree, and I probably won't stay to get my master's in Hradec Králové. And I was thinking about like studying abroad for a while, and maybe finishing my degree there. But for now, the plan is to finish my bachelor's in our hometown, and then we will see.
Okay, sure. Could you tell us a bit about the educational system in Czech Republic? Like, how is it different from here?
Well, for colleges, I think it's mostly different in like you do like homeworks and schoolwork throughout the semester. Like every week you have some deadlines you have to meet. But in Czech Republic, we usually like go to classes for 2 to 3 months, right? Yeah. And then we have this exam period, which is like basically all your like homeworks, essays are due. You have all of the tests, finals, and some like majors have like practical exams. Yeah, so it's different. Like this is like you have to be consistent throughout the year to get your degree and to finish each year. We don't have to. We have like mandatory attendance, we can like miss 2 classes per class, but yeah.
So during that first period, you have no exams, no homework?
I definitely don't. I don't know about you.
Yeah, there's sometimes is like a test in the middle of semester which you can like you must take to.
Or like a midterm?
The midterm, and then they will let you to make the final examination. But well, I think this system we have there is it allows you like working during the university, but it's like pretty challenging and stressful at the end. So I don't know what's better. I actually think that the system here, when you actually need to work through the semester and like do all of the assignments, it makes you actually learn more than back in Czech Republic, because what actually is happening there is that we just go to the classes, but you may not pay attention all the time.
Right.
And you just learn everything a week before the exam.
Oh, sure. Well, I think it's the same here in a lot of ways.
Yeah. So, but the final exam is like 100% of your grade. So it actually depends. Like, it's really important to make it good.
Well, I've never heard of this setup before.
Yeah.
It sounds really unique.
That's probably good.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah. We should change it, I think.
Could you tell us a bit about the culture? Like what are the biggest cultural differences between here and home?
Well, so I was really surprised. I knew about the US people are driving everywhere, but I didn't expect it that much. Because in Europe, and especially in Czech Republic, we are used to walk everywhere.
Right.
And for example, I work every day from my home to college. It takes me like 25 minutes to get there, and then the same back. So I usually walk like 5 kilometers a day.
Right.
And here, people would ask me to take a ride for like 300 meters. Oh, you don't speak in meters and kilometers. So it could be like 2 miles or something from my home to school. I don't know. We can't use this system.
Yeah, maybe 2 miles. 2 miles sounds accurate.
Sounds good. So. Yeah, this was the biggest cultural difference, and I think also the people here are pretty nice. I have to say.
Sure, they're very friendly.
Yeah, I think people in Czech Republic are friendly, but it's not like that they would be that helpful. I mean, wherever I go here, everybody's smiling at me.
Like
everybody's asking how I am, and it's really nice. And people are volunteering here. Everybody goes to church, and I think it's connected.
That's true.
Yeah. So.
Has that been your experience as well?
Yeah, I also drive everywhere, even in like Czech Republic. I have it like 15-minute ride in my car to school, so I drive, and also like I'm doing like sports education, and we have a lot of like training during that time. So we have to be at like the gym, and then 5 minutes later at a classroom. So it wouldn't be possible to make it like without a car.
That's true.
And I would agree that people here are nicer. Like they will stop your day to help you, to ask you how your day was, if you need some like directions somewhere.
Right.
They will usually take you or come with you to show you where it is. For example, I needed like my textbook for one class, which I didn't have online, and the teacher just like stood up and walked me there. It was like 10-minute walk across the campus, and she was like, yeah, no problem, I will take you. And also the religious thing, I would say that, not that we are like mostly atheists.
Atheists?
Yeah, atheists. But we are not like strictly maybe Catholic or something. We usually, I think if you ask around the Czech Republic, they would tell you that they believe in something, but they don't maybe call it like Catholicism or God. They just like, maybe things happen for a reason, and that's their way of like believing. And here I think it forms the culture that you like every Sunday you meet in the church, you have a meal together, you spend some quality time together, and also get to know your community.
Sure.
We don't have that in Czech Republic. You have to try very hard to meet people outside of maybe your school, job, or like some extracurricular.
It's the exact same way in Sweden, where I'm from.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can relate.
Yeah.
You've probably noticed there's a lot of diversity here in America. How does that compare to the Czech Republic? Like, are there multiple ethnicities within the country?
Well, we have some ethnicities, but it's not that like here. It's
Of
just
course.
like, yeah, especially in college, there is a lot of international students for sure.
Okay.
But I think, especially in bigger cities, yeah, of course, you will meet a lot of ethnicities there. But it's, I don't know, still in smaller cities, I don't think you would meet a lot of them. Like maybe Vietnamese people
Okay.
there.
From
Also,
Asia.
who else?
Well, we have a lot of Arabs, and during the Russian-Ukrainian war, we have like also a lot of students from Ukraine join us in the classrooms, and they actually stayed, and they like it. So, and we like them.
Good.
But I would think that maybe in Prague, it's like more diverse and more like different cultures, and that may be also because of the tourists.
Sure.
Because, yeah, I read somewhere that maybe like the visitation of like Prague or Czech Republic is like 20 million people a year, which is a lot.
Sure.
So, and you get to meet some pretty interesting people there. But in Hradec Králové, I wouldn't say so. Well, at least not that much.
It's mostly the international students who are there, but yeah, that's it, probably.
Right. So you don't really have like native ethnicities outside the Czechs, I mean?
I think the biggest one is the Vietnamese people. I'm not sure about that, but usually they run like grocery
But
stores
I mean
there.
like Croats or Slovenians or like large populations of other European peoples?
Well, so 34 years ago, Czech Republic and Slovakia split it. We used to be one country,
Right.
Czechoslovakia. Some people may know that.
Sure.
And so we also have like a lot of Slovakian people there.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it's a lot of people, but we actually don't consider them as a different ethnicity. We call them like brothers, you know.
Of course. Do they speak Czech or do they speak Slovakian?
They speak Slovakian, but if they speak Slovakian, we will respond in Czech because we understand each other. It's different
mutually
languages,
intelligible.
different grammar, but still we understand each other.
Yeah.
Right.
It's really interesting.
Well, it sounds interesting. Stay tuned. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, you're going to hear more about how Adam and Lydie are experiencing life here in America. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Window on the World, and if you're just joining us, we're here today with Adam and Lydia from the Czech Republic. We've spent some time talking about your life back home in Europe. Shifting gears a little, what brought you to Missouri Southern State University of all places?
Well, our university is University of Hradec Králové, the city where we live, and Missouri Southern. They collaborate and they exchange students. So
okay.
I actually had one friend studying here a year ago, and he really liked it here. So that's
how you heard
that's
about
my reason. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's pretty much the same. And also, I would like to add that in like Europe, I think it's like program which owns like the European Union. We have something called Erasmus,
Sure.
which allows you to travel across countries, mostly in Europe, but they have some in Asia and newly in America. I would say it's like 2 years, I think, that the university started to collaborate.
2 years with the Missouri Southern?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's a two-way thing? Do they send Americans to Czech Republic?
Yeah.
I think they do. Yeah.
Some of them have been there, I think.
Yeah.
And also like the teachers.
sure.
2 years ago, some teachers from around here, and actually one friendship family went to visit our hometown, Hradec Králové, and spent some time at the university, meeting some students and attending some classes also.
And they said they like it, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, that's good.
We recommend 10 out of 10.
So what are you two studying here?
You can
Well,
start.
I study education. Back home I have education in sports and social sciences. And here I study pretty much the same thing.
Right.
In Czech Republic, I study economics and management, but here I mostly study marketing courses, which I
Okay.
find is interesting. Yeah.
Are you hoping to get into marketing as a career?
Not really, but I think it's really important to understand what people's like, what they want, how they behave, and I think it's also like really creative to study marketing.
Oh, okay,
so
sure.
I like it so far.
Good. And sports management, was that it?
Well, education in sports. It's
Okay.
like basically if you want to be a teacher, maybe at a high school or even in college, but you could also like do sports management. We have some like basics for that, and also maybe a coach or a trainer
Okay.
or
So
something.
what
Yeah.
are you leaning towards?
Well, I took it like a good base because I was always interested in sports, and I would like to end up as a sports psychologist maybe one day,
Okay.
but we'll see where that leads
Sure,
me.
sure.
Yeah.
A long road ahead.
Lydia is
Exactly.
a really good swimmer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did swimming most of my life, and I actually ended my career last year due to like some health problems.
Sure.
Yeah.
Have you tried the swimming pool here?
I haven't yet because I was told that through the in the start of the semester the water heater was broken,
Oh, yeah.
so I couldn't
Heard
swim
that
there.
too.
But I'm definitely excited to try it. I heard it's nice.
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
Is this your first visit to America? Either of you?
Well, it's not mine. I've been here like 2017
Oh,
on
okay.
like a family vacation.
Really?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
Well, we started in California
Oh, nice.
because our like family friend lived there, and then we took a trip across the national parks, and it was nice. We've been here for a month at that time. Yeah.
You spent a month in California?
No, month in like USA.
Oh, okay.
2 weeks in California, and we traveled all around.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you see? Did you see any sights?
What?
Like, did you go to Las Vegas? Did you go to the Grand Canyon?
Yeah, we went to Grand Canyon, Las Vegas, Death Valley,
Oh,
and the Yosemite Park.
Yosemite Park.
Yeah, Sequoia Park, and one of my favorites was Zion.
Zion National
Yeah,
Park.
yeah.
Oh, nice. That's in Utah, right?
I think so. Yeah,
Okay. How'd you like that?
I loved it. It was, I would say, my favorite like national park of all of them. It was like, yeah, it was. I ruined my shoes.
You what?
Ruined my shoes.
You ruined your shoes?
Yeah, because
Oh.
like you have to walk in the water. It's
Oh.
like right above your ankles, and they were done after that trip.
Yeah, I see. So you've spent some time now here in Joplin in the Midwest. How do you like it?
I love it so far.
You love it?
Especially because of the people here.
Oh yeah,
As I
definitely.
said, they are really friendly and everybody's talking and everybody's smiling. So that's really nice. The thing which is pretty challenging to me is that I don't have a car here, so
Sure.
it's pretty hard to transport somewhere.
Right.
But there always are people telling me, if you want to take a ride, I will take you wherever you want.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's really nice. Like they really care about that we enjoy it here. I try, even if I don't have a car, I try to walk wherever I can, because I mostly spend my time here on the campus.
Sure,
but,
sure. Without a car, it's
Yeah,
hard.
yeah.
I'm sure a lot of internationals feel the same way.
Yeah, but it's really nice campus. I mean,
Sure.
we can go to the gym, which is really nice.
Yeah,
It's-
it's included
we don't
in the
have a
tuition.
gym on our campus.
Oh,
I will
really?
tell
Okay.
it in our university that they should build one. And yeah, you can also walk to the city center, which is like you will go to, like right next to the road, but then you are in the center and you can walk there, and
Yeah,
it's
and you
nice.
can walk to the mall. It takes like
Yeah.
15 minutes.
Yeah. So it's really nice.
Yeah.
I also have plans to visit all of the national parks, as Lydia said. I also want to go to Yellowstone first. That's the first thing I want to see. But also Grand Canyon, also the Sequoia National Park. I would really love to see sequoias. We don't have it in Europe.
Oh,
so.
yeah. Tell me about it.
Yeah.
you like it in Joplin as well?
Yeah, I agree basically with everything. Even though it's pretty challenging without a car,
Sure.
there are always people that offer like rides or to take us maybe someplace else that we haven't seen. And I would say they generally like want us to experience America.
Sure.
And yeah, I would say it's nice. And I also love the gym. And we actually have a gym like in our college back home, but it's not really as nice as this one. It's like a basement gym you would build in your home.
Sure, sure. And it's funny because I was told back home that, you know, the Americans, they're so individualistic, but they're very open to help you here. Like they're more so than Europe, I'd say.
Yeah.
At least, I don't know. I found the Swedes, they take a little longer to warm up to you. But here, they're wide open right away.
Yes.
Right? So would you say not having a car has been the greatest challenge in adapting to America?
Well, I have one more.
Oh, yeah.
The food here was pretty challenging.
Oh, how so?
And, well, we are used to, like, cook different meals, I would say, and a lot of the...
I should mention it's because the two of you are vegetarians. Is that why?
I'm not a vegetarian.
Oh.
Adam is.
Oh, excuse me.
But it like everything is fried. I would say we are like more used to the we eat really fresh like food, and yeah, it's been challenging. And also coffee.
You don't like the coffee?
I really don't. I usually drink like espressos, and here it's like it doesn't give me as much energy as the coffee in Europe would.
So it's stronger back home?
Yeah, it is. It's like I feel it's watered down here,
Yeah.
and
I agree with that. I actually bought like the Chemex, which is the glass made for like filtered coffee. I make my own filtered coffee in Durham, and I bought the coffee beans in a local coffee roastery, and it's pretty good.
Okay.
I like it actually better than like the ones in
The
cafeterias.
Sure. Well, that's good. You gotta find a way to make do. What about the weather? How do you like the weather here?
Like it's pretty cold now.
Yeah, right now it is.
Yeah, it's like similar to Czech Republic. It's maybe a bit more cold
It's
than
colder
there,
here?
but like it's not that hard. I mean, I don't mind.
Come summer, it'll be super hot here. How is that comparing to back home?
Yeah,
It gets hot in Czech Republic too.
it does, but I don't think it's like that hot as here.
Yeah,
I don't know. I can't
to agree,
compare. I
yeah.
still haven't been here for summer.
Sure.
yeah, like we sometimes have pretty like cold winters,
Sure.
but not as much as here.
Really?
Yeah, and also I've like in Czech Republic I haven't seen that much snow as the first week in Missouri.
Really?
Yeah, we didn't have that much snow like this year, right?
Like in Hradec Králové,
Yeah.
definitely not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm from Sweden, so this snow is nothing to me. Like this is a little snow. I'm glad we had some, but yeah.
Yeah.
And in the summer we can like reach some high temperatures, but it's also not as much. That's the other thing. You have Fahrenheit here. We have Celsius.
Sure.
But for people who want to like convert it, it's usually around like 28 to 32 degree Celsius
I can't. Oh, you mean like
in
the
Czech Republic,
temperature?
yeah.
Okay.
during summers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is, I would say, not that.
That's pretty hot.
It's hot, but I've heard that here is worse. So
Sure, I can believe it. Would you recommend MSSU to other Czech students back home?
I think we agree on that.
You
Yeah,
both
Yes.
will?
definitely.
I would definitely recommend to go somewhere, you know, like it's pretty important if you study college and you have the opportunity to go somewhere.
To travel?
Yeah, to travel
Sure.
and maybe the exchange program. I mean, sure, like I love MSSU here, but if you want to travel somewhere else, then go for it. Like you have the opportunity, maybe you will not have it anymore. So if you have the chance to go to MSSU, just go and enjoy your time there, because you never know if you will have the opportunity. Maybe you'll start a job and
Correct.
then maybe there's no chance to go anywhere.
Sure. Now, Joplin's probably a bit smaller than your hometown. So how does that compare? Is there anything you miss that you can't get in Joplin that you would back home?
Well, I feel like it's pretty like similar in the size,
Okay.
but the only difference between like Joplin and Hradec Králové is that back home everything is close to each other. You know,
Yes.
it's closer. You can walk there, or you can take a bus.
Yeah, there is
Here?
plenty of buses
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you miss one, 5 minutes after
Yeah,
that,
you take the next one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. And here in Joplin, like you need a car to get somewhere. So I would say that's pretty challenging. But other than that, I think it's pretty similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Have you met any American friends here?
Yeah, I did. They are really nice. Like, as I said, the people here are friendly, so
Right.
I already made some friends here, and we are going to, like, we hang out sometimes, you know. I actually found a guy who plays guitar, so we play together.
Oh, you play
and
guitar?
Yeah, I play guitar, and I wanted to find someone to play with, and actually it was like wasn't the very first guy I met, but it was like one of the first people I met there.
Okay, so you lucked out.
Yeah, I love it. People here are really like, I met a lot of people playing instruments, which is really nice, and I don't think we have that many people in Czech Republic, at least on my faculty especially, who plays
Oh,
instruments, and
that makes
so I'm
sense.
pretty happy to find someone like that.
Right. So, what advice do you have for anyone who's looking to travel, like you said?
Do it while you have the time and nothing's holding you back.
Let nothing hold you back?
No, well, nothing is holding you back.
Oh, while
you
nothing's
know?
holding you
Yeah,
back.
because like after you complete your degree, you will probably start looking for a job or create a family, depending on your like priorities. And as long as you're a student, and we have these programs like Erasmus, just do it. You have it like partly funded.
Right.
You can work even in the country. It will go on your resume.
Sure.
So I would say just go for it.
Do you have anything to add to that?
I 100% agree with
agree?
Lydia. Yeah.
Great. Well, Adam, Lydia, thank you so much for for being here. It's been a great honor having you as guests.
Thank you.
That wraps it up for this edition of Window on the World. Stay tuned for more stellar programming here at KGCS. I've been your host, Kevin Ekberg. Goodbye, everybody.